What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are deleting our Evap solenoid, and basically it's like this whole area right here, or like purge valve people also call them. We don't need it. We're getting tuned to not have it, so we're not using it, we're not keeping it. We also have custom lines that we've done, and even with custom lines, if you want to keep this you can. It's very simple to keep it if you choose to, and I'll show you that real quick before we remove it. But for me, I want to get rid of it. I don't need it, don't want it. I might get screwed in the future and have to put it back. So I'm going to hold on to it just in case, but let's get rid of it. So essentially, this is your stock fuel rails and fuel lines. This is it. That's your original fuel rail right there. Your fuel lines and all of this is underneath your intake manifold. Since we now have our custom AN lines right here that you could also see down here, it looks very nice. I have to say so. It looks very nice. We no longer need all of this crap, so I took it out. You're also going to notice I have this one hose right here. This hose is supposed to go to here. Since we don't have all this stuff right here, this hose has nowhere to go. Now, if we wanted to keep our Evap system, we would simply disconnect the hose right there and run a hose all the way up into there and call it a day. But I don't want it, so we're going to get rid of it. I believe it's 1/4 inch. So if you got that size of hose, you could easily just go boom to boom, call it a day, and you're done. All of this, I want to get rid of. It's the front of the engine bay. I don't love it. I'd rather it gone, to be honest. It's pretty simple to get rid of, especially since we already have all of this out. I would love to know a way of getting rid of this. It might have to just be welded up. I really don't know. I've seen people cut it off and then, tap it and then put a bolt in there. I don't really love that idea. So maybe if down the future, if I do get this powder coated, we will weld it up, flatten it out, do something to get it cleaned up. Honestly, this modification, you're not going to need a lot of stuff. You're just going to need some caps right here. I just bought a bunch. It is what it is. I think we only need like 2 to get this job done. But the real hard part now, which is not really that hard, is just to remove all this. So let me get this out and I'll kind of show you what exactly is being removed. Alright guys, that is pretty much it. It's all been removed. Those 2 connectors I went ahead and I just masked up in electrical tape just so moisture and stuff doesn't get in. We can tuck that down there and hide it. I might cut up that tape right there just to make it easier to hide. However, we are doing a competition AOS, so we might be able to even cut that off and then just cap that off. So if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and do it and then just take the connector there and put it in there. So if I can do that, I'm going to do it. If not, it's going to remain like this. But you're going to also notice my cover's gone for the boost controller. That's because on mine, it's not so simple to be able to just unbolt this. I wonder if Subaru made it more difficult to do this mod. You could see you can't really easily unbolt it unless I guess you pull the sensor out or something. I don't know. But I'm planning on getting rid of that cover altogether. So that doesn't really bother me. And since we're changing out the boost controller, I might relocate it up to here or something, because we don't need to have it here, and then that cleans up that area and we can just make it nice and clean, which I like. Already it's looking really nice. So if that's the case, I'm probably going to put the boost controller up there, which I like a lot more than right there. You don't have to do this, but now you have this pipe here that's just empty. You have 2 options. You can leave it and let all the vapors just kind of vent to atmosphere from there, but I don't like the idea of that. So I have this 1/4 inch line right here. I'm going to shove it on there and basically just run it to the bottom of the car, just so it kind of looks a little bit more OEM. So if I do get pulled over for something, it's not just hey, what is that? So even though we have this right here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, run that line down there, and then this modification will be done. Before I do that, if you are planning on doing this mod, please make sure you are getting a tune for it. Now, if you're going with the access port, that's going to be a little more difficult now because you can't tune this out. So, yeah, you might have to be open source if you do decide to do this, which I might be going down the road of doing eventually. So if it comes to it, I'll go open source. It is what it is. Yeah, so let me just get this thrown in, and this mod is done. And that's the final look right there. I think it cleans up nicely. I use the OEM clamp just because I feel like the other ones would probably tarnish a lot faster. It is a little tight. You could have probably gone with a larger inner diameter hose, because getting this on was not easy, but it does clean it up quite a bit. Kind of looks OEM, like we didn't do nothing. But if you were going to keep evap, you would just take that line, run it over and under and into there. This is the evap hose I added, just kind of comes down besides the transmission, and I just kind of have it hanging out right here. If I had a longer line, I was going to run it down across here and kind of up and over this and then just back to the car. It didn't end up being long enough, so I just kind of have it coming down and shooting out of here. Nothing crazy, just kind of keeps the car a little tidy. I don't know, I might change this up eventually later on anyways, but it gives you an idea that it just kind of comes up across and over. Basically everything we removed, if you consider the stock fuel rails, is this line right here that runs over and across underneath the intake manifold, and then this part right here would go to here, this line, and then this part right here would go to that fitting that we just put that hose on. And then obviously our solenoids, we removed that one, and this one right here, all that came out. You no longer need it, so get rid of it. Oh, and there's this hose as well we don't need. Overall, pretty simple modification. Just tape up those two connectors now if you already haven't. Put a plug there and there, zip tie them down. These can wear out over time and become brittle and crack, so maybe it'd be better to find another solution to this. If anyone has some recommendations, please reach out and comment them below. At this point, you can go ahead, put your car back together and turn her on. And again, you guys are going to need a tune for this. If you don't have a tune, you're going to get a bunch of check engine lights. I already have my base tune in there. For this to be all deactivated, I can't start the car, obviously. I'm still missing a whole lot of car. So I'm going to go ahead, call this video a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and take it easy.